Snowstorms. So today I'm doing a 24-hour reading vlog and I'm bringing you along with me. Basically what it means is that in the next 24 hours I'll be prioritizing reading. I mean, of course I do have chores and everything and I do need to run some errands. But overall, the rest of the time, I really want to focus less on my phone and more on my book. Basically started this morning. So as you'll see here, I had a kind of a lazy morning. I woke up a little late because I did go to bed like really late yesterday. So I stayed in bed, I read way more than I thought that I would. I got really into the book. Something shifted in the story and I was just really into it. And so yeah, I didn't want to like put it down, but I had to get ready and everything, and now I have to like run some errands. But yes, I got really into it. I will go out now. I'm gonna go buy a little gift for my mom. It's my mom's birthday soon, so I'm gonna go get the gift, but might as well since like I'm out and about, and I do want to enjoy the fact that it's kind of sunny. So yes, I'll be outside a little bit. I'm bringing a book just to like, in case I want to sit down and read, have a little snack. I have this, and like this is what I was reading this morning. I got really into it. I only have 40 pages left. For sure I'm finishing it there. Like I have no doubt about it. I'm really into it. Just in case I want to read a little bit more, I'm bringing Vandal by Chris Bergeron. I don't know if I'll like stay that long, but if I am wanting another book right after that one, I always have this one as a backup. I am the person that brings a couple of books with her when she goes out, so yes. On the other hand, I do have audiobooks too, considering, you know, I'm out and about and everything, and I do have some chores. I have 2 audiobooks that I'm like in between. So we have Lone Woman by Victor Laval. I think it's gonna focus. Yes. So I haven't started that one yet, but I'm very intrigued and I heard really good things about it. So that's one I want to prioritize. And another one that I started, but like 10 minutes, so barely started, is Prairie Edge by Connor Kerr. I just started 10 minutes. I'm very curious. I haven't seen reviews about this book, but it has won some prizes. So yeah, I'm curious to see if I'll enjoy it. So those are the 2 audiobooks that will possibly be read like in the next 24 hours. Mind you, I don't think I'll finish many books. If I can finish these 2, it's already a win, or like this and an audiobook. I consider this a win. I just want to like prioritize them because I have been in the middle of these like for a long time, and then I do want to focus after on another book. So yes, these are the ones I'm bringing along, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. So I'll update you later. So I'm back. I was outside way longer than I thought I would be. It's like almost 5 p.m. now. I basically stayed out all afternoon. But I found the gift, so there's that. Although it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. So I got the gift, and honestly, I don't have that much in the fridge, so I think it's gonna be a girl dinner kind of night. And it's okay. I'm okay with a girl dinner. And I did get myself some, oh wait, is it gonna focus? Some choux à la crème, which are the darnest little things. Oh my goodness. I took like different flavors, and like this is the pistachio one. Look, wait, I want you to focus. Oh, it is the sweetest thing. I can't wait to eat it. So yes, I got dessert. I didn't have like, yeah, that's gonna be. And yeah, girl dinner, dessert. I got this, so I thought I would have like those while I finish reading. Although one of the reasons that I stayed so long at the mall is because I ended up finishing it. And I'm so glad I did. I read in the day, because I put a little tab, I read 100 pages today so far. Not a lot, but mind you, this is written like really small, so it's not as quick of a read as like some other books would be. Like for example, Vandal would go like way faster. So yeah, it took me longer to get through it. I'm so glad I finally finished it. I didn't tab a lot in the last one just because it wasn't that kind of story. And let me tell you, the last one was a lot more thriller than horror, I have to say, which is a little disappointing because I feel like the first stories had way more of the horror elements and like suspense elements mixed in that made it what it is. And then the last one I felt like lost a bit of it, and I don't know if it's because it was too long and drawn out, or I feel like even if it was shorter, it didn't have that horror vibe that the other ones have. So it's a little disappointing. Like it wasn't a bad story, it was more of like a thriller, right? Like I would have gone in it thinking more of a thriller. I'd be more satisfied. That considering the whole collection was more horror, I was expecting like a lot more horror. There were some elements towards the end that made it like more unsettling and everything, but just compared to the other ones and compared to like Nightmare Flower was insane, crazy story. So I don't know. I was expecting a horror story, like, and then I didn't get it, and it's the longest one, so yeah, it's a little disappointing. Overall, a very, very good collection if you want like horror short stories. And again, the last one is more like I would go in it thinking thriller more than horror. So yeah, that's like my only thing. I don't know how I would rate it so far. I'll like eat on it and then think about like the rating, but I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Most of the short stories, I would say I was very satisfied with it. It was really spooky. I could not read this at night. But see, that's the thing. The last one, I could have easily read it at night. You know, like that's what I mean. Like it wasn't scary. It wasn't horror-like. So like, yeah, I put it off thinking it was gonna be horror, but honestly, I could have read it at night. Like no problem. That being said, it's well written. Like I'm gonna give it to her. It's well written. I didn't want to put it down. Like I read like a full hour and something at the mall with like lots of people and everything, with just like my little chai latte, and like that's it. That's all I did for like an hour and something. So it did keep me really focused. So I enjoyed it. So now I'll eat, I'll have my little girl dinner, and I think I'll take a break from reading just because this was a lot, and then I think I'm starting to get a headache from the being outside. So I'll just try to like chill. Maybe I finish an episode of The Glory, which if you're looking for a thriller K-drama, like I put it off. I need to make a disclaimer. Sorpa, I'm sorry I waited so long. It's amazing. I love it. So yes, I highly recommend it. I'm almost halfway through, and it's so good. It's so good. I binge watched it basically in the last week because I love it. It's just so intense and there's so much happening, and you just have to know what's gonna happen next. It's that kind of story. So yes, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna finish the episode that I was watching yesterday, and while I eat, and then we read, and I think I'll continue Vandal. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hey, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this footage, but in case I do, I just wanted to update. This is the end of the day for me. I'm done. I'm so tired. I don't know what happened. I came home, I ate my girl dinner, and then just my head exploded. I had such a big headache, and then I spiraled, and then before I knew it, it was 9 p.m. and I was like, nope, we're not doing this. So because I still wanted to prioritize reading this weekend, because that was like my thing I wanted to do this weekend, and I don't want it to go to waste. What I want to do is, when I'll be out and about, is to just go to a cafe and again just focus on reading for a couple of hours, and then when I come home, I'll continue my whole 24 hours. So it's not really 24 hours because I'm going to bed now. I have no idea when I'll wake up because just I'm physically not there. I'm checked out completely. So just forgive me for that. I'll continue it until Sunday night, and then it'll be my real 24 hour, just because I just read until 2 p.m. Like that's the amount of time I had to read, and even then I didn't read a lot, and just as you'll see from my barely open eyes, I'm just so done with the day. I can barely function. It's just one of those days with the headache and just the tiredness of it all and the stress of everything, and just yeah, I just crashed out a little bit, but like alone and internally. My body crashed out on me, so it's fine, whatever, it happens. Yes, my goal honestly tomorrow, if I'm able to finish this book and I was able to finish overall 2 books in a weekend, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really nice. And maybe it's too ambitious of a goal. Maybe. But I am going to a coffee shop tomorrow, so I feel like the focus will be there. We'll forget about the audiobooks. It's so not happening. I can't even imagine doing an audiobook tomorrow. Maybe at the end of the night. But other than that, like, it's just gonna be this. It's just gonna be that. So, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
And the demon reached a single paw out from its shelter. The claws dug into the floorboards. I think she's got a dog, Joab said. Up on his toes now. I want it. What happened to the blindfolds? Adelaide shouted. Tell me what you remember about my boys. Height? Hair color? Accents? Or just a couple of handkerchiefs over their eyes? Mrs. Mudge laughed with satisfaction.
So, little update. I had my first visit and I've been listening to my audiobook because I've been editing. I want to like start editing this vlog. I'm 40% into Lone Woman and things picked up. I love when authors have like the right pacing, you know, like they don't wait too long and it doesn't, like, it's the same as Stephen Graham Jones. I feel like that's what happened with Stephen Graham Jones, or at least that's what happened for the last one. I feel like it was, or was it the last one or the second one? I don't know. I think it was the second one. And you get to some point where you're like, I really hope something happens because now it's getting a little too long, and then something happens. And it's like, that's exactly the moment something needed to happen, and it's amazing. So yes, I love when authors like have the right amount of like, they know when things need to happen. So yes, so I'm enjoying it. But yes, I ate something, so that's good. And actually, okay, I'll find their logo or something. I bought yesterday des choux à la crème, which I'm not even gonna translate, but des choux à la crème, and it's like their pistachio ones are amazing. I was mind blown while eating it. I was like, this is, everyone needs to know about this. They're delicious. Why? I need more people to know about it. So I'll leave their plate. I bought them at Promenade Saint-Bruno. If you're ever there, I don't know this company at all, in the sense of like, I think it's the first or second time that I bought from them. And I love it so much. The pistachio one was crazy. Then I got one with pamplemousse et chocolat blanc. My God, that was so good. And yes, like go try them. They have like lots of flavors, and like, of course I'm not sponsored. I'm like nowhere near starting to get sponsored on videos, but I just wanted to let you know that it's amazing and it tastes amazing and you should try them out if ever you're in the South Shore. Amazing. Chef's kiss. So I'll continue editing, then I'll go to a cafe, I'll read, and then when I come back, I'll do an update. It's late, it's almost 10 p.m. so I'm pretty much done with the day. I think I'll continue reading a little, but I'm basically done with this reading vlog. I tried my best, honestly. My body was not cooperating with me, my brain was not cooperating with me, but I'm still proud. I read quite a bit. So if I were to like wrap up all that I read, how many pages? 70 pages, I think I said last time, 70 or 80 pages from Nightmare Flower, and I finished it. So to me, that's like, it's a win. A win is a win. I've been reading that short story collection for like, this is the 3rd month that I've been reading it. So it was time. It was time for me to end it. It was good. I enjoyed it. If I were to put a rating to it, I would say I think it's a solid 4.25. If you're looking for a horror short story collection, I think it's good. It does its job. It's very creepy for me. Mind you, I'm a scaredy cat, but like I enjoy it. I have to say the last novella in it, it's more thriller than horror. It was still fun. If I were to give it like a vibe comparison, it has a feeling of Asteroid City for the setting, and then it's just like make it thriller, you know? And it's not not Ovni related, but it's that vibe, you know, it's the middle of nowhere, desert. I feel like everyone's like living this cookie cutter version of like what life is, because they're like, anyways, it's very interesting. I would picture it like that in the terms of setting. And in terms of thriller, I don't watch a lot of thrillers, so I couldn't really tell you what it would look like. I want to say from the trailer, it would look like Darling. I think the one with the Florence Pugh, I think maybe would have that vibe. And then I read like 90 pages of Vandal by Chris Bergeron, which again, not bad. Like I'm only halfway through, so it's not like I kind of wanted to finish it this weekend, but I'm okay. I did like a big chunk of it. There's something about the writing style that I feel somehow is slightly different from the first one, that is not as clicking with me. It's not clicking as much with me. And I think that's why it's taking me a long time to read it, because in and of itself, the story and the subject and the writing, I really enjoy. But I feel like it feels like it's dragging, and the whole concept of, especially that point of view of this entity explaining everything, like wrapping up everything that has happened and has happened in between like both books, if I could say. I'm not totally a fan of it. I wish we could have just like lived it, but I get it. Like I get it. It's just not my favorite, but that's very personal taste. Again, nothing to do with the writing, because the writing is great. Nothing to do with the story in and of itself, because I'm intrigued about the story and where it's gonna go. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way it's being, the way we're moving on with the story, I feel like it's too slow and almost like info dumping. But I guess that's the way the author wants us to know the information. So I don't know. It's not my favorite so far. That point of view, there's like another point of view which I enjoy more, because it's more like an interview. So that's fun to me. I really enjoy those. So yeah, I feel like that's why it's taking me like longer to like get through it. But I'm enjoying it enough that I would finish it. Like, this is not gonna be a DNF. I refuse that it's gonna be a DNF, because I wanna know what happens at the end of the story. So I'm halfway through. I think I could finish it in the next couple of weeks. I'm giving myself a break because I finished Nightmare Flower, I'll start Jasmine Throne, because I really, really wanna start it. And honestly, that could be a vlog in and of itself, because it's a very, very chunky book. But I really wanna prioritize. So anyways, there's that. So I read like 90 pages of this, and I listened to 45% of Lone Woman, which is not bad. It's I think it's a 7-hour long audiobook, so 3 hours and a half of the, like I listened to it 1.5, so maybe more like 2 hours and something of the audiobook, which again, I think it's pretty cool. I'm like almost halfway there. And again, like I was saying, it picked up right after my last update, well, the one before. So I'm really enjoying it. So if I'm like going for audiobook this week, definitely I'm finishing that one. So I think it's not so bad. You know, I finished some things, I started one, I'm continuing this one. I think this weekend was like still successful. Like it wasn't the way I wanted it to end, but I'm very okay with how it ended, considering everything. So we're gonna just end it like that. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'll try to have like a count of like how many pages I've read, and then I'll extrapolate for the audiobook like how many pages was that, so at least I can have this number here. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of how much I read. It wasn't too much, because I did do a lot of things that weren't reading related. For example, like watching The Glory. It's an amazing show. I really loved it. Going shopping for my mom's gift, then getting distracted with just walking around the mall and chit-chatting, and then chores, I guess. Yeah, lots of chores this weekend. I think it's gonna be kind of like that for the next weekends, because definitely there'll be other open houses happening. So I need to like clean again, like the whole place, just so it looks nice enough. So this is it for my reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. And if you want to know more about the books when I'm going to finish them, you can follow. You can see, like, probably I'll mention them in my next moving vlog. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this little random weekend vlog, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.
No estoy pendiente a lo que tú estás haciendo.